Quote unquote, not the start we wanted. Hold that L. What is up, everybody? Y'all know the deal. Victory Sunday for the Birds as they gave that whooping to the Atlanta Falcons. Led the end zone here for the touchdown, taking the lead for the Eagles, one video at a time, and dropping buckets for my Dallas Mavericks. If you are new and like the diversity of fandom that I bring to the table, love to have you a part of the End Zone fam. And all you got to do to achieve that is hit the subscribe button. Currently at 210. We're looking for that 300, and I'm sure we will be well on our way, or I will be well on my way at some point over the course of the season, because you already know, giving you guys those live play-by-plays and post-game coverage, pre-game discussions, and we're we're here for it. We're all here for it, especially on these kind of victories. The first start as one of the captains for the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, coming into his quote-unquote first year as a starter, did not disappoint. The Eagles did not disappoint in general, but Jalen Hurts, have yourself a day. 27 of 35, passer rating of 126, 264 passing yards, averaging 7.5 per attempt, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and only sacked 1 time, courtesy of our always dependable offensive line, other than a few pre-snap penalties and some sloppy flags as well. Lane Johnson did not have himself a good day in terms of that. Jordan Mailata was flagged for a false start. Isaac Seumalo was flagged for a couple of false starts. So the only one that had a clean game in terms of penalties not being called on him is Jason Kelce, of course, the best center in all of football, showing you how it's done. And of course, this Eagles offense was on fire for most of the game, outside of some failed third down conversions, which we do need to clean up. I would like them to get a little more consistent in converting on third downs, especially for a Falcons defense that isn't well equipped with a lot of other teams that we're going to be facing on the schedule. That's the only cause for concern for me, is if we're not able to convert on some of those third down situations against the Falcons, then how are we going to do that against the Chargers or Buccaneers or Chiefs and maybe the Vegas Raiders, for that matter, the New Orleans Saints? We got a lot of tough teams that are going to be up and coming on our schedule. So that's one of the only things that I'm concerned with. Maybe Nick Sirianni needs to dial down on a little bit of his aggressiveness. Those fourth down conversion attempts were not pretty whatsoever, but nonetheless, we had a balanced attack offensively. 35 passes to 31 rushes. That is a beautiful sight to see. We don't see that all too often, especially lately when a certain somebody was the quarterback and a certain somebody was the head coach. Too many cases where it was like 41 passes to 19 rushes. It was just absolutely ridiculous. Nick Sirianni offensively used almost everything at his disposal to complement his quarterback in Jalen Hurts, who was making play after smart decision after smart decision. He knew when to run the ball. He was actually sliding. He didn't do too much. He was throwing passes away. Here and there he would try something, but he was very cool, collected, and calculated, and just sophisticated in his decision making. You can't ask for anything better. Throughout the game, I was concerned as well here and there defensively. We allowed the Falcons to get up to over 100 yards in the first half in terms of rushing, but they did absolutely nothing. We held them. We beat them in the second half 17-0, and the Falcons just could not get a rhythm going. Jonathan Gannon did did, adjust his defense accordingly. He got them up to speed a little more. He got them into a better gear, and they showed out. He showed that he's all about the hits principle and getting to the quarterback and trying to force turnovers. We almost seen one had it not have been flagged for intentional grounding on Hassan Ridgeway sacking Matt Ryan the first time. Matt Ryan actually, had enough time to throw it to the ground. He was flagged for grounding instead of it being a forced fumble recovered by the Eagles defense. Devontae Smith. I think I called this one. I think the first touchdown was either going to go to Smith or Quez Watkins, and it ended up being Devontae. Jalen Reagor had one in there as well. Dallas Goedert had one. This is what I love about how the way, Jalen Hurts went about this offense. Everybody from a receiving standpoint, 8. Smith had 6 catches. Reagor had 6 catches. Goddard had 4. Miles had 4. Zach came in some situations he had 2. Quez had 3. He wanted to make sure that he was giving guys different looks, and that everybody had their time, had their point of when they needed to make the play, and it absolutely worked out in the offense's favor. It was you couldn't ask for a better result to start the first game of the regular season, and I'm overjoyed. I'm overjoyed. But with that said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments on the result of this game. Of course, we are going to be streaming throughout the week. I'm going to get some streams in there. I'm going to get some call-ins in there to get your guys' thoughts on the week 1 result. I'm going to let it digest for some people. There's a lot of streams going on this evening, so I'm going to let it digest for some of y'all. And, there's a lot of content creators that you guys that you guys hang out with. And I want to appreciate that I'm included in that group as well. So I'm going to get out of here. Let me know y'all's thoughts down in the comments on the result of this game as the Falcons get their well-deserved ass whooping by a first-year head coach, first-year play caller, and Jalen Hurts. He's here. Where are you at, haters? He is here. He arrived. Y'all are in trouble. And I'm going to get out of here, everybody. This has been Lindy. Fly Eagles Fly Bleed Green. MFFLs go Mavs. Take care of yourselves, everyone, after this victory. Don't party too hard. And I'll see you soon.